Greetings everyone, this is Manisha. I welcome you all in my 8th video of Introduction to Programming Language C. Today's topic is equality operators. Equality operators are binary operators and have associativity left to right. There are two equality operators. One is equal to and second one is not equal to. Equal to is used to check whether left hand side is equal to right hand side or not. And the purpose of not equal to is to check whether left hand side is not equal to right hand side, right? In this case, you will get true value only if you have both the sides equal. And in the second case, you will get the value true if both the sides are not equal, right? For example, equal to operator, A is equal to B. If both the variables have same value, suppose 10 and 10, right? In this case only you will get true value. In all other cases you will get false. Not equal to will give you true values only if both the sides are not equal, right? Otherwise, if both the sides are equal, it will give you false, right? I hope you have understood these two operators. Now let us see how can we use it in our program. Let's have a look at this program. This program is checking whether the scanned number is even or odd, right? Now here I have taken two integers. Out of these two integers, I have scanned one of the integers, and as per the program, A is holding the value which user have entered, right? Now here in this line, what we are doing is we are checking the remainder of the given number by 2, right? So if your number is divisible by 2 completely, then it is even number, otherwise it is odd number, right? Now B is holding the remainder of the given number when it is divided by 2 because of this operator, right? Now I'm checking here whether B is holding 0 or any other number. Like if you divide any number by 2, the remainder will be 0 or 1, right? So here I am checking whether it is 0 or 1. So if B is equal to 0, right? If this statement is true, then it is even number. If B is holding 1, then this statement will come false and else part will be executed and answer will be odd number. Now the output of this program will be enter a number. If suppose user enters 25, then B is holding 1, right? Why 1? Because A is holding 25. 25 divided by 2, remainder will be 1. 1 equal to 0. This statement comes false, and then else part will be executed and the output will be odd number, right? If suppose user gives 20, right? In that case, A is holding 20, 20 is divided by 2, the remainder is 0, 0 equal to 0. This statement is true now. Now in that case, if part will be executed, and in if part we have given printf even number. So your answer will be even number, right? I hope you have understood this program. Now I'm changing this program here just to reduce the number of variables required, right? It is the responsibility of a programmer that minimum number of variables are used for a program, so that it takes minimum resources of the program of your computer, right? Now here in this program, what changes can be made is that we need only one variable here, right? I'm just changing it here. We need only one variable. We don't need to run this statement, right? Instead of that, we can have this expression written like this: a% 2 equal to 0. So instead of b is equal to 1, we can write a percent 2. That means it is going to check the remainder, right? Whether the remainder of this given number is 0 or not, right? So instead of having b, we need not to have b. We can have only one single variable, and that single variable can be used in the expression with if, right? And the result, the output will be exactly same. There will not even a single change in the output, right? One more thing. If else, we are using if else here with curly brackets. When we have only one statements to run, right? In that case, we need not to have these curly brackets. These can be removed. So if this statement, in the next line we can have printf statement as per whatever expression we have given, right? And then else, without curly brackets, you can give this. So if we have only one statements to run with if and else, then curly brackets are optional. But if you have set of statements to be running within the body of if and else, then curly brackets are mandatory, right? I hope you have understood this program. You can try such kind of programs, and if you have any doubts, you can ask me your questions in the comment section of this video. Thank you for watching this video. In my next video, we'll be doing more programs of such kind and little complex programs to have better understanding of these operators and other operators also, which we have earlier done. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe and share my channel. Thank you so much.